I'm wearing makeup and I'm facing forward right now, but you'll see later in the video. And it was kind of a wake-up call to me, the shot from the side especially, just how much weight I've put on. I've really been struggling with eating my feelings. I'm going to be honest about that. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, Design and Dysfunction. My name is Heather, and today I will be talking about some hard things that I've been dealing with the past couple of months. I don't even know how to get started. The purpose of this video is not to make anyone feel sorry for me, anything like that. I know that there are so many people in the world that are dealing with so much right now. This video, the purpose is really just to help me give vent and to give space for what I'm dealing with in hopes that maybe it can encourage you. So I'll just jump right out and talk about it. I call this video Hell Week because for me it's been one of the most difficult weeks of my life. It's still pretty raw. So basically on a Wednesday in September, my dad went on hospice. He's had pancreatic cancer for about a year and a half. So he's been doing, I guess, pretty well for pancreatic. It's never a good diagnosis when you get pancreatic cancer. So that happened on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, I was in the hospital with my husband in the emergency room. He started having these weird chest pains and other symptoms. You destroyed that little, he's been playing with it for hours. Smile for the kids. Thankfully, they haven't happened since, but correction, it actually happened yesterday. We were in the hospital with him until about 3:30 Friday morning. And then on Friday, I woke up after a few hours of sleep with very, very strong migraine headaches. And I haven't had those in a long time. And then Saturday, my youngest daughter and some of the neighbor kids were outside playing in our backyard, and she got attacked by a ground swarm of I think they're yellow jackets, wasps. At first we thought they were bees, but I don't know my insect eye. So anyway, she got stung twice. Thankfully, it was only twice, and thankfully nobody else got stung. But we found a huge ground swarm under our maple tree. No, stay back.
Stay back. Here we go. Ready?
These are yellow jackets. They're not sweat bees. Going back. Can you like put lighter fluid in the ground?
I mean, you can, but...
And blow it up? And throw a match in there?
You should put some lighter fluid or gasoline in a water balloon, and then you should put a match out there and throw it at it. It'll be a big explosion. You should do it.
So that was quite unpleasant. And then on Sunday, our upstairs bathroom flooded into the living room. Oh, and then on Monday, my dad had to go back to the hospital for another bad infection. I got to go see him most days. This was the view from one of his rooms. No matter what you're dealing with, still try to see the beauty around you. So it was just a lot back to back to back. If you're alive, you're going to go through times when things just kind of slam you. You kind of just get knocked over, and no amount of faith or discipline can save you from the pain of it. And believe it or not, things actually got worse. There's just too much to share. But anyways, if you're in a season of needing to rebuild your house or rebuild your health, or rebuild your relationships. I have been at this long enough, I think, to be able to kind of walk alongside you. I'm not going to say I have all the answers, but we're literally doing all three of those things, beginning to do those things, I guess. For now, I will show you my Hell Week, my personal hell. So why would I call this Hell Week? I am not a Navy SEAL, but I have done some reading about it and just watched some videos about people that have trained to be a Navy SEAL. And something that I learned from them was it didn't really matter as much. I mean, you have to be a certain level of physically fit to get through it, but it wasn't necessarily the biggest or the strongest or the fastest or even the most alpha male or female, if you will, that survived Hell Week. It was the people that were able to keep their morale up. It was the people that were able to encourage themselves when everything around them was rain and soggy and cold and heavy and hard. And when just challenge after challenge hit them with whether it be, sleep deprivation, which they had a lot of that, or food deprivation or whatever they're going through, because literally they're testing these men to the utter limits of what humans should be able to handle and still function in. So I just found it very interesting that so much hit them, and the ones that survived, it really had more to do with their inner man. It had more to do with the strength that they had inside. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to press play. This has been a very triggering video to create. So I'm just going to go ahead and start it, and I'll see you at the end of the video.
Isaiah, hurry up. Hey, Isaiah, before you get the plunger, go get the shop vac.
Yes, that was a whimper. After this, I totally had about a 30-minute meltdown.
We'll get it cleaned up, man.
So much water had already poured into the ceiling that my husband ended up having to poke holes to direct it into the buckets. Something just hit my head over here.
Is it? Be careful with this one.
Yeah, I am.
Do you want us to get some more buckets?
Yeah, we need one right here.
Or should we get down this one? I got one. I got one.
Go ahead and take stuff down, Lydia.
Yeah, get to a positive can. I think it's a Velcro.
Take it in my office. Thank you. Might as well. Go ahead. If I sound depressed or pretty low, it's because I really was. I was really looking forward to, after a really difficult year, putting up my Christmas tree and doing all that jazz, but now it looks like we were going to have a renovation. Yeah, on the kitchen table, on that side of it. This was the next morning. I wasn't thinking we would need to move all the plants and everything, but my husband wisely said that we should just go ahead and take down the curtains that morning and also just the rest of the decor on this side of the room, because more than likely they would be eventually doing some drywall work, some ceiling work. Most of the fake plants went into the dining room. The only place to really put the real plants was over near the bay window in the kitchen. It gets pretty good light over there. Originally, I'd placed several things on the table, but of course we used the table, so I had to take it down. To be honest, my head was totally spinning though. There was just too much going on. Later that day, my cousins were coming into town, also my aunt, and I hadn't seen them all in probably 15, 17 years, but they were coming into town to see my father, who had been hospitalized with pancreatic cancer. He had spent a lot of time over the past several months in the hospital. Seeing myself from the side really let me see how far I had let myself go with my eating habits. I've been an emotional eater for a long time, and really I've just kind of made too many excuses about it. So another thing that I will be exploring on this channel is rebuilding my health. So as we rebuild this house, we're going to be rebuilding our health. And when I say health, I mean mental health, physical health, spiritual health, and even relational health. We have been married for 17 years, and honestly, only by the grace of God are we still married. So if any of those areas are what you would like to grow in, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so we can walk through all of this together. Time to take down the curtains. I got these probably 4 years ago now from Amazon.com. They've been really great. They're really good quality. They are blackout curtains. They work really well. We never actually closed them, but they flank the fireplace nicely. You got caught in one? Ew. Look. Who knows how long that's been there? The curtains were hung on a brass pulley rod. They actually came with the house, so we never took them down because I really like brass. We just put little clips, also from Amazon, on the back of the curtains so that we could use the system. Here's a close-up of these curtains. Another thing I just really don't like, this is an aside I guess, but I hate grommeted curtains. I'm a traditionalist, if that's even a thing.
Always that last one's a booger.
Look at this fireplace in all of its symmetrical majesty. It looks like it did when we first moved in. Eventually, I plan on replacing these blinds. They're kind of gross, but I'm not really sure what I want to put in its place yet, and these are working just fine. I wish I could find the exact model of these rods today. I love them. There is a crack in the glass. I think that happened when the house settled, but thankfully it's on the other side. I think it's on a back piece. It's not actually on this transom piece, so we can keep that. This is what my lovely popcorn ceilings look like now. We were planning on just keeping them. So much for trying to Dave Ramseyfy my life. Unfortunately, I don't think that we can replace just the portions that are messed up. Every contractor has told me that they can't match this exactly, but I'm not sure if they're just trying to make more money off of us scraping the ceilings. I don't know, I'm stingy. I'm just not wanting to spend money on a surface we'll never touch. Well, here's some close-ups on the poo water for your viewing pleasure. Maybe it'll help my roses. Actually, my husband found a better use for it. Let's drown those little boogers. Careful. 2 of them stung my daughter on that Saturday. Mama and Papa Bear are out for vengeance. Drown those. Really? Maybe it's working. We had already tried a couple methods to get rid of these. You first saw my husband spraying some wasp killer. There might be a secondary hole. Oh, there is. We ended up shoving a hose down there and drowning them. The upstairs bathroom that flooded is behind this wall. It has 2 entrances. It is a Jack and Jill bath. So this is my son's side. Check out these groovy 80s shell sinks. I actually don't hate them, but they were just in terrible condition. Look at that. And not just the hardware, the actual sinks were bad. This is a look into the shared portion. That's the toilet, that's the culprit. It was pretty basic. It had old linoleum floors, but I believe in the 80s that was actually really popular. I've been watching classic This Old House videos with like Bob Vila from the 80s, and yeah, they were putting this in and the wallpaper and the colorful fixtures. The shower itself is actually in really good condition. I really do like the shower door with the brass and the mirror. What needs to be fixed though is the skylight. I need to check for water damage. Here is the girls' side. They share this with the same sink. They have a linen closet. It's much smaller and kind of useless. It's demo time. This is when I actually started to see some positive possibilities. I'm going to take it so my dad can see it. He's at the hospital right now, so. We stayed in the house and these blowers ran for like 5 days. I was actually surprised that I slept really well with them, but during the day, the noise just kind of drove me crazy. The water damage did get into this little closet over here, but we're going to keep this linen closet on my son's side of the bathroom. I had considered tearing it down, but I don't think it's going to be worth it. The kids are home, so let's see what they think.
Right.
One at a time because there's just not enough room. What do you think? It's gone. There's the top over there.
I'm getting a new countertop already.
We'll get a new one. What's Jill's face look like?
Yes, show your face. See what?
There's no
There's
bathroom.
supposed to be a hole.
No, there's no hole in the ceiling.
There's
Why?
no toilet.
No, they're going to put a hole in the ceiling downstairs tomorrow. They haven't done it tomorrow. Go ahead, Libby.
Yeah, take this up.
This is what we are left with, but we have some plans I'll be drawing up to improve upon the space. And now my office is bat junky. But thankfully some friends are coming to help me make some sense of all this mess.
Okay. Do you want this up?
They were in there, so I might have them blend that.
Okay.
Thank you. And we'll just put it, it's fine. Just, I guess put it over the one that's going next to the wall.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Please allow me to give a special shout out to my awesome friend JL Cooper. You can follow her on Instagram at JMC_health coaching. When I said I would be rebuilding my health, she is actually helping me with that as well. She does one-on-one coaching, she does holistic living, and she really helps you with renewing your mindset and your body image. So after you watch this video, please go check her out on Instagram. It can just go right behind this thing over here. And no, she did not ask me for a shout out. I am just so appreciative.
Is this new?
No.
So we told you do that?
Yes, a long time ago. This can be slid out if it needs
Okay.
to. And apparently I forgot that my daughter had an appointment today. A wellness checkup.
No.
That's okay though. They called me like, so you didn't come to your checkup today?
Oh.
And I was like, I am sorry.
You're like, I've got a lot going on right now.
Well, she called me while I was in Aldi, and I like had a mini panic attack. Like, oh my gosh, how much is this gonna cost me? I'm so sorry. And she's like, no, it's okay, it's okay. It won't cost you anything. It's fine.
Oh.
She's like, you had an appointment today. I was like, I know, but this happened. And like, or I said, what did I say? I don't know what I said. But she's like, oh, it's okay, honey, it's okay. She's like, just go.
That's so sweet when people like are so understanding.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I'm just
I should put a pumpkin on there and call it
fall decorating.
Yeah.
Honestly, I really think this is a smart idea.
You think?
I think people would. People love stuff like that, you know, like the problem solving, kind of like.
Life crash and burn.
No, I mean.
It is fun to watch. You know.
It's fun to see if people come out of that. The progress, you know.
It's no fun when somebody has $1 billion and
Right.
it's like, we're gonna build whatever we want.
And it's
because
perfect
we have no
and
problem.
exactly.
And then they get it and they're like, well, we would have rather done like.
Yeah, they're still not happy.
Colorado.
And you're like, I want
And you're
to
just
stab
like,
you.
shut
I don't want to stab you right now.
Yeah. So this video is literally me taking JL's advice to just post what I have in whatever state it's in. Yay, I have my office back. Having some order in the midst of all this chaos is really helping me. And now for a game of musical chairs and musical dressers. Just how many times are we going to move this cabinet? Go ahead, I'll let you guess. Normally I'm pretty good at furniture placement, but since this is temporary and due to an emergency, we're just gonna have to deliberate here for a bit. I don't know, I'm gonna continue with this whole thing here for now. Because I have a side table. Because I really like this open.
Yeah.
Because it shows my dying green beans. Trying to create a vignette. Oh my goodness, this is so dumb.
It's not. But again, it's just temporary. You have to remember, you know?
Yes, it does.
I'm like, actually,
I don't know who the heck you're talking to, but
I
yes,
guess
it must
you.
be perfect.
Yes.
Yes.
You do.
Yeah.
You're like, no, so.
Say, oh, I can
Do
drink
you want
coffee
this
and stuff.
over a little bit, or?
I just have to be able to get in those
Oh,
drawers.
I see. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, in
Girl.
candid shots. Oh,
No.
like, I can't do that. I can't do that.
You're. That's you. That is
I'm
a
so
lie in your own head. That is not true, Heather. You're ridiculous,
I know.
girl.
Here, I need some
You got marks?
Yes, definitely have marks. And probably old black oil paint on the hand. Make wood furniture. We should be able to slide it. I should be able to push it, maybe. Or finagle it in.
Yeah.
This way. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. That works so much better in my head.
Maybe.
Her expression is like, you need help.
Okay, let's see.
I might be able to lift from here. There we go.
I think I was stuck on the door.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. That was fine.
That works.
You did the majority of stuff.
Oh, thank you. I think that is perfect.
What do you want? Like, you move it. How do you want?
I think pretty much centered with this door.
That's great.
It works, and of course I'm gonna have to finagle this a lot because
Yes.
that's right. Or I'm gonna go crazy. Yeah. This is not autumn, but I should do one of those slow shots where they put something down that looks so perfect.
Yeah. Do you do the cinematic option ever?
I can, but I've never done it on myself.
Yeah.
Let's try it. Now that our bedroom was fixed, it was time to work on the study. I had another awesome friend come over and help with that. Her name is Kim Kelly, and you can find her over at tranquildomesticity.com. From her site, you'll be able to learn more about family, homekeeping, homeschooling, and all from a Christian faith-based approach. The night of the flooding, my husband and one of our neighbors awesomely came and moved the couch, but unfortunately they turned it in the wrong direction. So we decided to go ahead and move that back the way it should be. I mean, it was nice for looking out the window, but it just wasn't practical for every day. The furniture was definitely oversized for this space, but that's okay. It's just temporary. Kim also gave a lot of encouragement and a lot of help. I just had to mute this video because I wasn't even thinking about those giant fans going on in the background. So pretty much everything that we said was unintelligible. I guess I should also mention the blue carpet in this room. I do not like it at all. But when we moved in, there was white walls with this bright blue carpet. So I used a designer trick. I decided to paint the walls a darker, brighter blue so that way it kind of grays out the blue on the floor and it makes it look more intentional. There is a lot of blue going on in here right now, but that's okay. We're done. Thanks, Kim. Well, that's it for today's video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe and like and leave a comment. I'm going to be needing some ideas coming up for what to do with this house. And this is my husband, James. So say hi, James.
Hi there.
Okay, all right. Oh, don't start. Please, don't
Yeah,
start.
don't get me laughing.
Okay. We'll see you in the next video. Ciao.
Ciao.
You're such a jerk.